Hello everyone, welcome you to this batch announcement video of CF Final Financial Reporting Full English batch, which we are starting from 12th of April, 100% live and also available in the recorded mode. What is this particular batch? The one which has been taken by 27 out of the All India 50 rank holders in CF Final of November 2023 exam. This particular batch, brief details I'm sharing with you here. First and foremost, we are going to cover the full subject of financial reporting, your paper one, the paper which sets the ball rolling for all the other papers, the one which is probably the most, supposedly the most scoring paper of your group one, financial reporting. So we will be covering this particular financial reporting subject in full English in this new batch in just a span of 70 lectures. One lecture would be of approximately 3 hours, so roughly around 200 hours, we will complete the whole batch. It's going to be so very simple that we start at 7 in the morning and we continue our session 1 till 8:30. Then we take a 20 minutes break and then we start with our next session approximately at 9 o'clock and complete that by 10:30. That means you just simply get two sessions of 1.5 hours in the live class. And these sessions are shared in the recorded mode in case if you are going for the recorded batch. That means when you pick up these lectures in the recorded mode, at a point of time, you just have to see 1.5 hours of lectures and then you get a break. And then you start moving forward. So this is the way, by having a very extraordinary level of comfort, by all the ease, we will be able to cover this wonderful conceptual subject of financial reporting. Morning 7 to 10:30 would be the live batch. After 10 o'clock, in case if you have your offices to visit, the last 30 minutes lecture are otherwise available as backup. Apart from that, all the live students get 100% backup. That means they get one full live batch and also one view of all the lectures apart from the live class, just in case if you miss out on any of the live lectures. However, you don't want to do it live, it is also available in the recorded mode and you can watch it either in your iOS device or Android or in the Windows app. This batch is going to be 100% in English, primarily for students from southern parts of India or those parts of India are not really very comfortable with Hindi. And this will be a 100% live batch with all the lectures will be freshly taken live with no blending with any of the old lectures. Despite that, this is my 13th batch under the IND AS 2017 ICI introduced IND AS to your CA final curriculum. And this is going to be my 13th batch under that particular syllabus. However, for the new course, this is our first 100% full English batch. We'll cover every part of the syllabus, whether it is theory, practical, and we'll cover things very conceptually. You can look at the YouTube revision videos to get an idea in terms of our coverage. 100% ICI study material would be covered. In fact, for that, based on that 100%, in fact, the study material, what we have also created for you is a beautiful book which we call as Beauty with Brains, the Brahmastra. This particular book, divided into volumes, cover 100% of your syllabus. And this is basically a book made in this particular fashion, which kind of covers everything. It also gives you tips in terms of how to write the answers and the theory portion of it with tables, charts, graphs, mnemonics, as in any particular thing which could be relevant for you to better understand. It has examples, it has illustrations, and the best part of this particular book is the summary charts which are inbuilt in between. So whenever we study any particular thing, then we conclude it with a chart. And all those charts are inbuilt into this particular Brahmastra book itself. So this is basically the concept book which you get, which will cover 100% of the study material. What you also get is a question bank. This particular question bank once again would cover all your questions of ICI study material, past exam questions which are relevant under the new course as well, mock test paper questions, revision test paper questions, and a few other additional practice questions. You can see here the index of this particular book, which can give you an idea in terms of under which all chapters, how many number of questions have we covered. And you can see this is one of the most comprehensive material which you will get. It may give you a feeling that this much amount of question we may not be able to really do before the exam. So before the exams, every time we share a super 200 book wherein we share the most important 200 questions, which is an extract of this particular book. You will refer that. But at the class, we will be basically covering all these questions. These questions we do in the class itself. However, there are repetitive questions also in this, which are given as self-practice, which is given for your own practice. So you can say that 80% of these questions are actually kind of solved in the class. The beautiful thing about the question bank is every particular question has a reference. So let's say, for example, this question is from study material SM. This question is, let's say, for example, from the past exam, it will have accordingly a reference of P and so on and so forth. So all these particular questions which we share, this is basically the kind of book which you get. And what we've also included here is certain additional questions from conceptual. In fact, the Institute Clarification Bulletin education material in those chapters where the number of questions are less. Like, because if you see in November 2023, in days 116 question which was asked, it was asked from the education material of the CA Institute and not from any of the RTP, MTP or the past exam papers. So even those are selectively covered in this particular question bank. And the cherry on the cake is an MCQ book. We have a dedicated MCQ book for financial reporting, and it covers, I think this is the most comprehensive publication which you'll get, which will have these many questions you can see on the screen for all these particular chapters. All these particular questions, MCQs, do have the answer key also given side by side, so you can practice and check it out. So this is basically the kind of books which you will get. Live batch students get 5-part tests. So you can say that every 15 lecture, we will have a test of that particular portion, and we'll also evaluate and share that with you. Recorded batch students also do get 5-part test, but they'll have to do self-evaluation. Everybody gets one full test wherein you will have to give the complete test and we will get it evaluated and share that with you. So that means the preparation is not just a one-way delivery of the concept. It is also seeing how you are understanding things and giving you feedback on those particular things. That is why it is highly recommended you go for the live batch. You also get access to free power batch once before your exam. What is this? A complete syllabus is covered in a span of around 65 hours. The whole of. So it's basically a very systematic revision wherein every day we take 4 hours live session. You can join live, you can also see recorded, you can do both. And this is one of the best resources you will ever have basically for the purpose of revision before the exam. So because you may do your FR classes maybe, a couple of years before the exam even. So the validity of the lectures, the recorded lectures, if you take is 2 years, plus you also get a revision. It's not a revision, it's actually a preparation batch, the FR power batch, along with the Super 200 questions PDF, which includes all the updated new questions. You get this before your exam so that you don't even have to worry that if I've done FR classes 2 years ago, how do I once again pick up that particular subject? You don't have to roam around here and there on YouTube, though we have revision videos on YouTube as well. But you have the systematic batch, you follow this, and along with that, daily there is a guidance given how to prepare, along with watching those particular lectures. And in a span of hardly 16-17 days, you can complete your whole syllabus of FR 4 to 5 months before your exams when you're kind of revising. Many students who've lost touch with FR just purely rely on this particular batch to prepare or power up their preparation. It is such an important tool. And the great benefit which you get is you post all your doubts indirectly. I would be solving all your doubts. You get that particular facility also. So I really just can't wait to welcome you all to this particular batch starting from 12th of April morning, 7 o'clock. Where do you have to join this particular batch? The details are given here. The links are there in the description. So you can basically go to the FAST website and order this particular batch, and then we will get you onboarded. There will be a call done for you, and you will be explained the whole process. It's going to be seamlessly. We will be taking up the lectures. So see you in the CA Final Financial Reporting Full English batch.